Fabulous people, welcome to the channel for all the babes who create their own life trends. My name is Anastasia and today I'm going to share with you how to travel Italy on the budget. As most of you know, I moved from the US to Italy many years ago, and during this time I accumulated so many budget travel tips when it comes to travel in Italy, and today I'm going to share them all with you. This Italy travel guide is perfect for all the budget conscious travelers and travelers who don't like to waste any money. So if this is you, then keep on watching. And before we begin, please remember to smash that like button. And if you're new to my channel and my vibe and the vibe of this channel resonates with you, please consider subscribing. All right, fabulous people, let's begin. Tip number 1, avoid using Uber. And I know, fabulous people, in the States, Uber is just such a convenient way to move around, but unfortunately in Italy, we only have Uber Black and Uber Vans, and those two services tend to be so much more expensive than just using a regular taxi. Now, your question to me probably will be, so Anastasia, how do you move around cities like Rome or Florence or Milan? And I will tell you exactly what you need to use. The first thing that I truly recommend, which I absolutely love and I use it here in Rome all the time, is Free Now app. And what Free Now essentially is an app that works pretty much exactly like Uber, but the cool thing is that you will be able to input your address where it needs to pick you up and your destination. So this way it will tell you exactly how much your ride is going to cost. And the best part about it is that because your credit card information is going to be on file with that app, you won't have to carry cash around. You can just pay directly from your credit card, and you can even leave a tip on your credit card. So it's just such a convenient way to travel all around Rome. A lot of times Free Now app has different specials that they run regularly, and it's just much cheaper way to travel Rome than by using Uber. Now, one thing that I want to point out is to never use a taxi on the street. Make sure that you always order your taxis through this app, because what happens a lot of times is that unfortunately taxi drivers see that you're a foreigner, and as soon as you get into their cab, you're pretty much at their mercy. They can charge you any price they feel like it, and trust me, you will not be able to do anything about it. So even a 5-minute ride is going to cost you tons of money. So always use the app, and this will save you tons of money. Another excellent way to move around big cities is by using public transportation. And I can tell you guys that I absolutely love to use Rome Metro, and I actually made the entire video on it, how to use Metro in Rome. If you guys haven't seen it yet, it's going to pop somewhere here or here. So if you have doubts, should I use it, how safe it is, then definitely watch this video. I go there in great details of how to use Metro in Rome, but trust me, it is one of the best ways to move around the city because it's safe, convenient, and fast. And a pro tip, if you plan on traveling to Naples, then using their Metro is an absolute must, because in Naples, they have some of the most beautiful metro stations in entire Europe. And I actually made a video about it. So if you're curious about Naples in general and if it's worth a visit or not, then definitely check out my video. It's going to pop somewhere here or here. You guys know, I never know where it pops, but the third and final way of discovering and exploring any city in Italy, be it Venice, Florence, or Rome, is simply by walking. Most city centers in most major cities are very compact, so it is very easy to move from one side to another without using any public transportation, taxis, or Ubers. My second tip, I will never, ever stop repeating. Fabulous people, please try to avoid eating at touristy spots like Pantheon, Piazza Navona, Coliseum, because unfortunately, those places will upcharge you so much, and the food quality is going to be super low. Because essentially, you will be paying tons of money for a microwaved plate of pasta. So, what I strongly encourage you to do is to find a smaller street and go enjoy some incredible homemade meal together with all the locals, and it's going to cost you so little. Trust me on this one, fabulous people, please. I really don't want you to be overpaying when you visit any Italian city. Now let's talk about tipping. A lot of people always ask me, Anastasia, what's the deal with tipping? Do you tip? Do you not tip? And let me tell you, fabulous people, I'm going to straighten out very quick for you. In Italy, it is not expected for you to leave a tip. It is not like in the States where we leave 10, 15, sometimes even 20%. Here in Italy, you have an option to leave a tip or not to leave a tip. But even if you do decide to leave a tip, it can be truly any amount. It doesn't have to be any certain percentage. And if you do leave a tip, it's because you truly loved the service and you just wanted to thank your taxi driver or your waiter. But again, it is not necessary. And a lot of times tips are already included in the price of a service. So if you go to a restaurant, a lot of times waiter's tip is going to be already included in that bill. So make sure that you always check your bill, and if you truly love the service, you can leave a few euros, but again, it is not expected, but always appreciated. Now, as a personal shopper and personal stylist, I just have to give this tip out to all my fashionistas. As most of you know, shopping in Italy is actually tax-free. And what that means is if you go to any store and spend over 154 euros and 95 cents, you will be able to get a tax refund between 11 and 15% of the purchase amount. All you have to do is just to bring your passport, and when you're paying for your purchase, you will give that passport and they will fill out all the information and then give it back to you. You will know right away how much you will be getting back, and then all you have to do is to arrive to the airport maybe 30 minutes earlier so you can go to the tax-free office, give them that information, and they will ask you if you want a refund in the way of a check or back on your credit card. Most people select just to return it back on their credit card. And once you return home, in a few days, you will receive that refund back on your credit card. Super easy and convenient way to shop in Italy. And one thing to keep in mind is that Italy has one of the highest refund rates for large purchases. So it's worth shopping in Italy. And of course, if you're looking for a personal shopper or personal stylist in Italy, then definitely send me an email, and you don't even have to be here. I can shop for you here in Italy and send a piece of Italy straight to your doorsteps, no matter where you are, Canada, US, Australia, or anywhere else in the world. All right, my next budget tip has to do with bottled water. Fabulous people, I don't know if you're aware or not, but in Rome, we have some of the freshest and cleanest water that is available to you for free all over the city, in nazones, in the fountains. And all you have to do is just to carry a bottle around with you and then just refill it. Anytime you see a nazone or a fountain, or you can drink straight from it. You don't even need to have a bottle. Next Italy travel tip is to come here during off season. Everything, and I mean everything, will be much cheaper. Flights, accommodations, even renting a car. And when I say off season, I mean from November to approximately March. During this time, you can take advantage of seeing all the major sites without any crowds. You can enjoy some incredible weather, because even in February, here in Rome, we have days when we're literally sitting outside in our t-shirts. You can travel to different regions in Italy and experience and have fun at different festivals, because during this time of the year we have wine festivals and pasta festivals, artichoke festivals, and so many more. You can enjoy beautiful holiday decorations, try food that is only available during this time of the year, and take advantage of low prices. Can't get any better than this. Another budget tip that I have for you that mostly only locals know about here in Italy is grabbing some coffee or a snack at the counter. And what I mean by that is, if you go to any cafe in Italy, or a bar as we call it, and get a table, you will always be paying extra for that table. So that's why you see a lot of locals have an espresso or snacks at the counter, because a lot of people always ask me, Anastasia, why wouldn't they just sit down? Well, it's because they all know that sitting down at the table is going to cost them extra. And so with that information in mind, if you're just stopping for a few minutes at your local bar before going on to explore Rome, I strongly recommend to have your breakfast at the counter instead of sitting down. This way, you will be saving some money like a local. All right, fabulous people, my next budget tip has to do with accommodations in Italy. And as you guys know, accommodation is one of the biggest expenses that we have when we travel. So this tip can be applied to any city or town in Italy. And that tip is to not stay right in the city center. And I will give you an example when it comes to Rome. In Rome, areas like Piazza del Popolo, Spanish Steps, Piazza Navona, Colosseum are very expensive. So, if you don't want to spend a lot on accommodations, I strongly recommend for you to stay in areas like Garbatella, San Lorenzo, or Termini. This way, you will be able to save a lot of money. And the best part about these places is that they're still very well connected to the city center by metro. So all you have to do is to hop on the nearest metro, and in 10-15 minutes, you will be in the city center. The next budget tip that I have for you is to not always eat at the restaurants. Please remember that you are in Italy, and that means you can take advantage of a local fresh produce at the open markets or even at the supermarkets. So you can go there, grab some amazing fresh food, and then cook it at home. Another option would be to enjoy some extremely cheap street food that you can find on every corner in Florence, in Venice, or in Rome. And if you're curious what is the best street food in Rome to try, then I have a video for you that is going to pop either here or here. Definitely check it out, because there I go into great details of what is traditional Roman street food that you can try and enjoy. Finally, fabulous people, please remember that in Italy, most cities, be it Rome, Florence, Venice, Milan, Pisa, they're open-air museums. And that means that sites like Piazza Navona, Trevi Fountains, Villa Borghese, most churches, etc., 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 are free. So, if you're on a budget, I recommend to go and see maybe 1 or 2 paid sites and then enjoy the rest of them for free. All right, fabulous people, this is it. I truly hope that you found my budget travel tips useful and beneficial for your next travel to Italy. And please feel free to leave me any comments down below. You guys know I respond to everyone. And if you haven't done so already, please remember to smash that like button, and if you're new to my channel, to subscribe. And I will see you all in the next video. The biggest kiss from Rome, Italy.